Nice. Right, we're on.
Hello.
Righty. Hi, Berks. Just wanted to catch up today just to see how you're getting on with your at-home program. I know a lot of people will have been following your progress on Facebook and stuff, so I just wanted to catch up and see how you're getting on and check up on your latest progress after 8 weeks.
Right.
So,
it's been 8 weeks.
Yeah. So if you just basically maybe just tell people why it is that this time around with the program that I've given you that you can do at home, you feel perhaps that this time around it's worked. Perhaps just give us 3 reasons or your 3 biggest reasons.
I guess having something sent to you every day makes life a lot easier. It takes out the having to think about what you're going to do and how you're going to do it and formulate your own training regime.
Yep.
I think being given instruction means you can log on, right, that's what I've got to do, and you almost just do it as a matter of course because it's there and you've been asked to do it, you know?
Yeah.
So that for me has worked better than saying, right, what am I going to do today?
Yeah.
Where you can easily not bother and just say, I'll leave it till tomorrow.
Yeah.
So that having a daily reminder helps me make sure I'm good for that day.
Yep.
And obviously that then knocks into the week. I think the sort of exercise I've been doing like last night probably took me, what would it be, 25 minutes?
Yeah.
And I did it late, you know, I'd been at work and I got back and I did sort of think, oh, you know, it's late, but because it was there, I thought, right, let's just get it done. And 25 minutes later, I'm done. I feel good now. You know, I feel good about going to bed and get up in the morning feeling happy that I'm doing it. And it isn't impossible to do. You know, I'm finding the exercise easier and easier as it's gone on.
Okay. Yeah.
That'd be another one. Third reason of how it's worked this time. I don't know really. I guess because you've seen results quickly, but knowing that what you're doing is healthier than maybe what I've done in the past.
Yeah.
That it's so easy to maintain because you're actually seeing it happening, and I'm wearing clothes like that I wouldn't have worn before. I'm wearing shirts that are fitted rather than just massive tents. And it's quite nice. You don't mind putting these clothes on. You feel better in yourself, and I think you want to keep that feeling going. I guess that's another reason.
Yeah. What obviously with the when you started out, like anybody, like we're kind of like we're kind of thinking, it's that decision to start, and I think that's a problem for a lot of people. Like thinking about, a lot of people think about there's something not just exercise. Like they'll think about, we don't really kind of think about making that decision. There's something that we want, but we don't make that decision. What would you say for you would be the best, the biggest motivator in terms of like making you make that decision, like taking that plunge? Like I talked to a guy last week, and he just said like he'd been thinking about it for ages. Like, and what was it that really made you this time think, like, enough's enough? I need to get going with this.
I think for me personally, I'd been yo-yoing, and I'd done it in the past. Maybe over a year, I might have fluctuated up and down, but I'd done it. I'd already gone on a regime of my own, from January, lost a load of weight, and put it on again. It was still in April.
Yeah.
I was thinking, well, I'm doing something wrong here, and I just thought, no, come on. Obviously I knew what you've been doing and followed it from a distance a bit at that time.
Yeah.
And then got close to it and sort of saw what you were chucking out there. I thought, well, let's give this a go. And I think anything I could say to anyone else would be, it's easy to sit there and go, oh no, I'll do it. I may do it later. I'll do it another time. But all I'd say is it is only a few weeks of your life, and suddenly you'll notice that difference. And from that, you'll be able to carry on. I think it's that initial stage of how do I get started?
Yeah.
And decision. If you say yes, I'm going to do it, you'll be amazed that in a week you'll feel better already. In a week, the fact that every day is a credit day in a way. I look at it as sort of credit and deficit. You're either doing things that are good for you in a day, or you're not. And after 7 days of that, or even 2 days, I remember the first couple of days thinking, it's only day 2, it's only day 3. But suddenly a week's gone, 2 weeks have gone, I've lost nearly 3/4 of a stone. I'm thinking that's just from 8 or 9 days of effort where I've said, right, I'm going to do this, and I've seen results. So I think anyone that's sat there going, oh, I don't know whether it's for me. It is for you. It's just a question of whether you can make that decision today. And I think you would not regret it, basically.
Yeah, I mean, what when you started out, Bert, what were you sort of thinking? Like, because obviously you had maybe a little idea about what you wanted to achieve. Like, what were you sort of thinking about? Like, what sort of results were you hoping to get maybe in the first 4 weeks? I know we've done 4, and then we've done 8 weeks, and now we're heading into sort of like our phase 3 for you. What would in the first 4 weeks, did you have an idea about what you wanted to achieve?
Well, I think in the past, when I'd done my own thing, where I'd put myself on my sort of diet, which I didn't really know what I was on, but it was just, if I only eat this, this seems to happen.
Yeah.
And I'd go running, and that's all I do really is go sort of running miles a day. And I could run miles, and I find that quite good fun now actually as an extra occasionally just to go for a run.
Yeah.
But I could lose weight quickly, but the problem I had was that I'd then go back to the old habits and I'd put it back on straight away.
Yeah.
So I knew that if I bought into the program and went for it, I would get results. I didn't quite know how much. I'm looking back, I'm not sure. Was it something like maybe stone and a half? I can't remember now off the top of my head, but it was quite a lot really. In 4 weeks, it was
nearly 2 stone. I think it was 24 pounds.
Yeah, it was something crazy, and I felt good doing it. Whereas in the past, probably, I put myself on just random diets based on my guesswork.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that's the other thing I didn't mention before is the food. I think being given that instruction, that's another thing people quite often don't know what they should or shouldn't be eating. And I think having almost a checklist that you can say, should I be having this? Yes, no. Knowing that anything that you're buying in a packet is probably no. It does give you a sort of a head start. And when you know that anything you eat that's fresh and healthy is doing you good, which you probably do know deep down, but eating like it, I think the combination of the two things probably is what made such a massive difference, more than I expected really in that short time.
Yeah. 6, I mean, yeah, because I remember us just having a chat at the end of your first 4, maybe even into week 5. I think I remember you saying about like you'd lost about 5 or 6 inches off your waist.
Yeah.
And now you're up to what, 35 pounds? Have you lost 35 pounds?
Something like that, yeah. Yeah. The weight, it's over 2.5. Yeah, it's 2.5. Yeah, so it's around that 35 pounds. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I know I always sort of say that weight's not it's not the biggest factor. I know we've talked about how many jean sizes you've lost. Would you, obviously being lighter, have you noticed anything else like day to day that you felt more confident doing, or you feel better about doing, or is it just
I mean, really little weird things actually. Like today, when I was even the small things of going from the kitchen to upstairs, where you find yourself bouncing up the stairs and finding it just so easy to do, which I know is a minor thing, but it's something that I'm kind of taking for granted now. Whereas I imagine 8 weeks ago, it would have been not like a long slog up the stairs, but it would have been different. And I think generally energy levels are fine, and have improved.
Yeah.
I just think how much is coincidence, how much isn't, it's hard to say. But I said to you back along that I think part of the success I've had of late, my sort of working life, I think has come off the back of feeling more confident, more energetic, and just all go get sort of attitude.
Yeah.
And I don't think it can be a coincidence that these two things have happened at the same time. So I think there's got to be a link there.
Yeah.
Day-to-day stuff, I don't know. It's almost like, because it's 8 weeks now, and I've got almost, this is what I'm used to being like now, so it's harder for me to reflect about what it was like.
Yeah, this video is almost a bit late.
Yeah, well, I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, I can remember that, I can remember that it happened so quickly for me. I've always been able to train, obviously, because of sport. Even when I was unfit, I could still kind of train or get myself started again.
Yeah.
So that bit, I may have had a slight advantage over some other people that haven't done that in the past. But I would say that having watched some of the sessions as well, that it caters for any kind of ability, doesn't it? That starting step.
Yeah.
The day-to-day, yeah. I just like. Well, I said to you before about jeans. Today I'm having to go out of the house, in a pair of jeans that wouldn't have fitted me before. And I've got to put a belt on now because they're going to fall down. I mean, that is a massive thing. All my clothes now are different. It's and it's nice. You hear people say, "I'm happy being this size. I don't mind," and maybe some people are. I can't talk for everyone, but I personally would say I wasn't unhappy in a massive way being heavy, but I'm certainly a lot happier being the shape I'm in now than I was before.
Yeah, that's awesome, mate. I think that'll help a lot of people, because I think a lot of people watching, hopefully, who will watch this video, see the amount of inches that you've lost off your waist, which we've said is pretty much 10 inches now, which is phenomenal. And a lot of people will resonate with a lot of the things you've said, like in obviously making that start. Perhaps not feeling unhappy when you started, but now realising how much happier you feel, and all the good things that have happened to you in the last 8 weeks, not just fitness and health related, but in your life as well. You know, and obviously as a coach, that's freaking awesome. So yeah, I've just, if there's anything else, mate, you want to say before we break off this call, so it doesn't go too crazy, and you know, we could talk all day.
Well, I mean, without sort of, you know, wanting to look down the lens and say to people what you should or shouldn't do, you know, from all I can say is from my experience that if you are umming and ahhing about this, you've got nothing to lose by saying, right, I'll do it for a month and let's see what happens. And I can pretty much guarantee you that if you do it for that month and you do as you're asked to do in that month, you will suddenly realise there's more going on in your life, and you will want to do the next month, because it does make a big difference. And in 28 days, it isn't a whole heap of time in your whole life to bother trying something out, and especially when you're going to get results at the end of it.
Yeah, cool. All right, mate. Well, I think we'll leave it there. £35 lighter, 10 inches less around the waist, and got an awesome job. So I think that's pretty freaking cool. All right, mate. Well, I'll just break it off there. Take care.
All right, mate. Is that the...
Hang on, mate. Whoa.